Hello everyone. This is my attempt to share some of the knowledge which I gained during my education at United States. So I thought it would be nice to share what I learned to aspirant of PhDs. In this process, I'm just sharing you a brief video which outlines the process of PhD application in US Pharmacy School for international students. This is just like this video will just cover the brief component of application process, and then I will demonstrate a brief demo on how to search for school and identify a matching interest for your PhD application. So, what are the key criteria for PhD application? So, first of all, there is an application package requirement for PhD programs. That application package includes your CV, statement of purpose, which outlines why do you wish to study in United States within particular school and within particular program, which can be 1 or 2 page long statement justifying your aspiration to be a prospective PhD candidate for in particular school. Then, along with statement of purpose, they also test you for English proficiencies, which is identified through typically through GRE and TOEFL. IELTS has not been extensively required in US setting, which is more specific to United Kingdom or European setting, but GRE and TOEFL score are typically standards requirement for almost every school for PhD application. And then, along with all these three things, one may need to submit at least 3 letter of recommendation to complete their package. There are some schools which also require you to provide a certificate of sufficient uh, financial statement that you can fund your studies or you can sustain in United States without any financial aid. So there are some school which requires that statement also. If school doesn't require that statement, when you are applying for visa office will require it. So it's kind of a hidden requirement. You will essentially need to have that statement uh, for financial stability. Typically, within the United States, every school has PhD program, and it can encompasses into like basic pharmacy field as well as applied pharmacy field. Within the basic pharmaceutical field, it could be pharmaceutics, biopharmaceutics, formulation and development, and there could be a different terminologies utilized to describe the same uh, underlying study concept. But how it could change here and there, but overall there is a similar kind of curriculum and similar research within like relatively similar topics such as pharmaceutical or biopharmaceutical or formulation development. There could be experimental pharmacology. It could also encompass pharmacogenetics along with molecular pharmacology. There could be different terminology, but these are relatively same. Uh, medicinal chemistry, organic chemistry, biochemistries. Uh, and pharmacoinformatics could also be considered as an applied one, where you kind of identifying a molecule or apply the science, basic science, and apply it on a larger scale to uh, to the end to end user application, and which becomes applied pharmaceutical field, which could encompass pharmacoeconomics, health economics, health outcomes research, health outcomes and economic research. It could also term as social and administrative pharmacy, pharmacoepi, epidemiology, biostatistics, and some of these courses are collectively offered not just by pharmacy school but also by School of Public Health, School of Community Medicine, and School of Medicine. So These are relatively interchangeable terms, which had like similar kind of curriculum again, and most of the time the research and the researcher who are doing such kind of research have multiple affiliations. So School of Pharmacy professor could be teaching in pharmacoepi department or epidemiology department in School of Community Medicine, and their research is relatively similar, but different school has different platform to conduct similar kind of research but with a different perspective. So therefore they have different, they term different coin for different program. But when at a level of research, because these research are conducted by the researcher, and there is kind of like an overlap within the research topic, and therefore these are relatively similar topics, so it can considerably overlaps within different fields. So that is something to look up to when you are applying, when one is applying to the to the either School of Pharmacy or School of Medicine. They can also apply to School of Medicine as well as School of Public Health as well as School of Community Medicine, Department of Community Medicine, and other programs which has relatively similar curriculum. Most of the application deadline, um, most of the PhD program starts in fall, and typically most of the school has a deadline of submitting entire package in a year before, or at least 6 7 month before, uh, say for example in November to early January. This is to ensure that once the international students are selected, school has sufficient time to conduct number one interview, and after interview school has sufficient time to prepare the document such as I-20, which is necessary even before admission. So they will give you a tentative approval in March or April, so that by the time of fall you may have a chance to apply to the visa office and get your visa approved, so that you can start your semester in fall. So therefore there is a lag time of 6 7 month between your application and your actual date of joining. So now I'm going to show you how to search or how to identify appropriate program based on your interest or based on available program. You can, how you can identify or what to do to see the the process itself. So the first thing first, if you just go on Google and type top 10 pharmacy school in the United States, you'll get this US News website. And within the US News website, they classify school on the merits based on like, and they rank schools for different programs. So say for example, I type here in Google that what are the top 10 pharmacy school in the United States. Just give me the first website of usnews.com. Now when I look to the .com, when I open this website, I have a list of school within this website, right? Now say for example, and here please do not, I mean most of the school in United States, they offer, they have fairly similar structural component, they have fairly similar resources in terms of scholarship and other items for, especially for PhD program. And and if you see the score also, peer assessment score, it's like some point difference within the, within not just top 10 but top 25 or 40 50 schools. So there is not a huge difference. So the higher rank, yes, it means there is a good score, but at the same time lower rank doesn't mean it's not a good school. It has all the component. It's basically, for PhD program one needs to match the research interest of the department which is offering you PhD, and what is your background interest. If it matches perfectly, then that would be the best school for anyone to join, because essentially it involves like you need to do research once you enter into a research program, and if you like what you do, then you will be better able to at success or excel at what you want to do. So let's take an example of this University of North Carolina. How would I go from there? So go to the website, and then within the website you click on academics. This website is basically showing like there are three programs: PharmD, PhD, and MS program, of as well as fellowship, residency, and continuing education programs are available in the school. School offers these programs. Now for PhD application, you can hit apply to the PhD program, and here you see um, guide for earning PhD at this particular school. And this is an overview of PhD application. Essentially, there are four divisions. One is chemical biology, medicinal chemistry, division of pharmacoengineering and molecular pharmacology, pharmaceutics, division of pharmacotherapy and experimental therapeutics, and division of pharmaceutical outcomes and policy. So these are the four department which offers PhD program. So this is about the, and I'll tell you how to use these resources for your application. But let us check the requirement for PhD. So if you apply now, click apply now for PhD program. This is the information regarding for application deadline start from December 1st. They say if you are early, it's better to have a chance of selected earlier, because ultimately it depends on the competing pool of applicant for a particular university to get selected. So if you're applied early and you have majority of credential that is required by the department or by the selection committee, then it you have a higher chance of getting selected for the for the current cycle of this program. And then it when you scroll about the international student website, it provides you like this has a requirement of financial certificate if the student is sponsored or not, and the requirement of TOEFL and other things. It also sometimes, as I tell you, like all school doesn't require IELTS, but some of the school may also have IELTS exam as an alternative to TOEFL. So these are the requirement when it comes to so, and then when you are seeing the funding opportunity, it will provide information regarding um, what are the funding opportunity available for this program. So this program, PhD program, offers an annual stipend of 30,000 plus tuition fees and health insurance. So again, these are the things available within individual university website, and one needs to like it could be available at different places, but typically within the academics and research section of individual PhD uh, program within particular school of pharmacy, you will be able to find all this information. Now when it comes to PhD program, right? So this has like these are the PhD program. So first you can identify what is being offered within this PhD program. What are the PhD requirement? What is the PhD curriculum? How many years of program is it? And oh, you can learn about application information on these website. At the same time, you will go to faculty and staff, and this is very a important page when it comes to finding a right mentor or right kind of balance between your aspiration, your current experience, and your uh, future interaction. So the these are the like little bit of smaller set of bio but when you click on individual faculty, typically they have more information about their education background, their profile, but their research. So this is what they are interested in, and at the same time they will have a list of publication. And if you are not able to see here, you can find the list of publication which you can search through. Right? So these are the list of publications. So this will give you an idea of what is the current status of this faculty member and what he is working on, he or she is working on. And therefore, this is a place where you can understand the research of that particular department, and at the same time, you can understand, you can by following these things and by doing this research process, essentially you are trying to justify that whether I should apply for the school given my experience, and if I'm applying to the school, this is what they are offering. And and therefore it is always good to go through the faculty profile, reach out to them even before application is a good idea, to show them that, see, this is what I have worked on, and you are working on this thing, and I think I would be a great fit. This is my curriculum vitae, this is my CV, this is my research experience, and should I apply for your school, do I have a chance? You can ask faculty members before even application. This will give you and most of the time faculty members are genuinely responding to, if they are interested they will respond directly. Even if they are not interested, they typically respond like how typically they are very frank. This is my personal experience. So so they'll tell you on face whether they are looking to have enroll PhD student, and if you're fit, they will encourage you to apply. So this is in brief the entire process of going through this PhD application, and what you can how you can start. In my next video, I'll show it to you, like once you are close to completing your requirement, what are the steps you should do before coming to the US once you are selected for PhD. And thank you. With this, thank you very much for listening to my video, and if you have question, please feel free to add those questions in the comment section. Thank you very much.